And Benzema himself and the club, at 35 years of age, and having been picking up these injuries that somebody of his age picks up at that level of football. It's because of the level. Your body's trying to tell you something. And it doesn't mean that all of a sudden you're going to fix it and he's going to have a clear season next year. He better get used to missing games. And Real Madrid need to make sure that they have somebody coming in regardless, because he will miss games next year if he stays.
I wonder who could possibly come in and... I was going to do my link, Frank, and then you interrupted me.
Sorry about that last time.
This better be good.
Stevie, I want to know who can be the target. You know, you don't have too many targets. I mean, you
that's
can
where
plan
I'm
anything.
going, Frank. If you let me finish my incredibly brilliant tee-up, it would be fine.
Your timing, Frank.
Harry Kane. There we go. Right. In the back pages of the newspapers, suggestions that Daniel Levy will not sell Harry Kane to Manchester United, but may be persuaded to sell him abroad. Now, which club might need a striker if their French international goes to Saudi Arabia? Mark Ogden, Harry Kane to Real Madrid. We got there.
Yeah, I mean, look, it makes sense in a lot of ways, doesn't it? And it solves Daniel Levy's problem in the sense that he wouldn't be going to Manchester United. But we all know that Harry Kane is desperate to break Alan Shearer's record for Premier League goals, and he's not going to do that playing for Real Madrid. But
oh my God,
I agree. I can hear Stevie's groan. But you might want to win a European Cup, or you might want to win the Liga. If I was Harry Kane, I would put the goal record aside to win some massive trophies. But he might not be wired up that way. He might not want to do that. He might want to stay in the Premier League and get a goals record which may be broken in 10, 20 years. And certainly Erling Haaland sticks around. So, yes, Harry Kane, Real Madrid makes a lot of sense. But there are different moving parts in this. And I think on the Man United equation, Daniel Levy doesn't want to sell to Man United. Well, we've been saying for months now that Man United are very reluctant to get involved with Harry Kane and Tottenham because they know exactly how it's going to play out. Daniel Levy will make them sweat, he'll make them wait, and he'll mess them around. And United need a striker in like yesterday, not on the 31st of August. So if he can get him to move to Real Madrid, then it suits everybody, and it would suit Harry Kane, unless he wants to stay and break Alan Shearer's goals record.
Can you believe, Stevie, this is even a debate?
No. Hold on. I'll go to Real Madrid and I can win the Champions League, or I'll get a goals record. No. It's not even close in my eyes.
Well, it shouldn't be.
No.
It shouldn't be a discussion. If this is a real possibility for Harry Kane, and his only argument against it is the goal scoring record, then I think, for me anyway, it changes my perception of Harry Kane as a whole. It's just, if this is what you're paying attention to, the goal scoring record, as opposed to taking this big jump, and it would be a big jump to be in Real Madrid, and stylistically, it would make sense because he's a similar player to some of the things that Karim Benzema does for this team, and he would fit in perfectly into Real Madrid and his needs and wants as a player. If that's not enough for him, and the only thing that he has saying to stay at Spurs is, or to stay at the Premier League, or whatever the case may be, is, you know what, I like this goal record better than the opportunity to have team glory, the opportunity to achieve really big, significant things in the European stage. I don't know, Harry Kane. I think, in my opinion, I think he falls down a level as a player when you make that sort of decision.
Frank?
Oh, I totally agree. I mean, it's kind of a joke, what I hear, you know. It's not even a discussion. You have Real Madrid, where you feel that something is happening. Maybe Benzema is going, so it's a big opportunity. You feel that Jude Bellingham can come and play alongside Camavinga and some fantastic players like Valverde. And you feel that they're going to have a squad like maybe like the time where they were winning like 3 or 4 times in a row the Champions League, and where you felt that they were already the best team in the world. And the kind of award of scoring the most goal in the Premier League and beating Alan Shearer. I mean, there is no comparison. You want to fill up your resume as a football player, or you just want to score goals like for your individual pride? Well, I know where I will go, and I was Ali. If Harry can see it that way, which I don't think he is, I would be very disappointed. And I think that will be the first question I will ask him next week. Tell us really, are you trying to find a club in England because you want to beat that record, or it's something else? Please tell me it's something else.
Will he fit into Real Madrid, Steve?
Absolutely no danger. Every single thing Ali said, I agree with. The way he plays the game, he scores goals and he comes short in links play.
Yeah.
Guess who does that? A guy called Benzema, who's at Real Madrid. It's perfect for him.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Go on, Mark.
I'm just going to say, I think if Harry Kane had won a major trophy by now, I don't think the goals record would have been that big a deal. I think it's almost like he's become conditioned to not winning anything at Tottenham. So the only thing he can achieve is this goals record, which, like the guys say, it doesn't really matter. When he retires in 10, 20 years, he might look at this goals record and it'll still be there. It might not be, and he'll have no medals to show for it. You know, Alan Shearer, as great as he was, he won one Premier League. That's all he ever won. But he got the goals record for the Premier League. But I'm not being funny, but that isn't really that big a deal. It's a big deal in the here and now, but historically it's not. And I think, speak to players who won multiple medals, you know, the guys that won titles at Man United or at Man City that have got a stack full of medals. They don't care who scored the goals. They just care who won the trophies, and that's them. And I think Kane probably needs to win a trophy to realise that a goals record, an individual record, is not that big a deal when you measure it against trophies.
Meanwhile, is there any chance you go anywhere else in England, Mark? Obviously, Chelsea need a striker. What are the chances?
Well, I mean, his options are really limited because Chelsea, as we know, Tottenham and Chelsea are massive rivals, but there's a Pochettino element. But I think going to Chelsea right now would be a bad move considering the state they're in and the state of flux they're in. Arsenal need a striker, but again, is he going to leave Tottenham for Arsenal? No, because it's a really difficult move to make. So, you know, Man City have got a lot of money to spend. Can you imagine Man City having Haaland and Kane up front? It sounds ridiculous, but they only spent about, 50, 60 million pound last summer, so they've got money to spend. Imagine if Kane moved to City with Haaland. What a forward line that would be.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.